All right. All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It's Sunday, August 17th, 2025. The year is 2025. For 10 years past Back to the Future, going to 2015. Hey, Doc, I can't believe we're 30 years in the future. Marty! We're all dead, Marty. Tonight, we're going to talk about two space aliens. Ring your door. Bell. And they say, hey, our craft crashed in the desert. Can you help us out? That's my wife, bloop bloop, over there. That's my kid. Me? Ha, I'm Zippy. Well, anyway, we had some problems. What? Hello? He closed the door. He closed the door. What would you do to the aliens if they rang your doorbell with their magical lighting finger? Ouch. What would you do? Would you invite them in for a cup of Yoast? Huh? What? Yeah. I tell you what I would do after we get into it. I'll tell you. I really don't know. I really don't know. It's a scary sitch. But you want to know what else is scary? The fear-mongering that's going on in ufology right now. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I don't care. It's happening, they say. You know, I watch these shows. I don't talk about them, like Vetted and what is that? Papers Ghost. And they're entertaining and everything and whatnot, but they don't know, man. They're giving out false information, wacky hypotheses that aren't even close to the truth. And then when they think they know the truth, they're saying stuff that's 5 years ago. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's a shame. And they've got hundreds of thousands of subbies. So, I made a video for the members. And I didn't put it out yet because I don't know. It doesn't matter when I put it out. But I needed to talk to the members personally. I got a message for you peeps. It's an important one. It really is. But yeah, so I want to talk about what would you do. Now, they're also talking about the end of days, like I was just saying. There a lot of talk about nuclear war, that spaceship that's just a rock coming from interstellar. And there's another one I can't remember, but a lot of weird stuff is going down in ufology. So let's talk about it tonight. Let's do a little bit of roll call, see who's here making a showing in the show. I heard a bell ring, and there it is. Vern Dude. Thank you for the right out of the gate, a $5 super chat. It says, bow to the man of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goof On. Goof On. Goof On. Thank you. It even echoed. That was cool. I don't know. That was good. Thank you, Vern Dude. Hey, welcome to the show. And thank you for being a continuing supporter to Goof On. And for those of you who would like to help Truthology for ufology, you can do the same thing. You can do anything you want. All the links are, you know who that was? That was Jeff Foxworthy. You know you're a redneck. You know, I can't do it. You know you're a redneck if you believe in UFOs. I can hear him outside. And my neighbors hear me. You know you're a redneck. Thanks, Vern Dude. Who else is here? 8. I am Infinity 8. Welcome back. How you been? Good to see you. First there's Derek Kennedy, then there's Jesus. You understand? Welcome to the show. Well, I'll be Unky's Munkle. Is that Mr. Hellfire Uno? Isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why they would do that, but welcome. Dan Peters, huh? What do you say there, Chief? Welcome to the show. Jammer Travels. If I remember your real name, I'm going to say it as is. Sean O'Grady? No, Sean, I can't remember the rest. But welcome to the show. And you can change it. You can change it back, you know. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. Hey, Leadfoot Rich. Hey, how you doing? It's so weird I can remember everyone. Hey, it's Goofon. Oh, yeah. Willy Wonka Kenobi. I barely know me. Something's wrong. Up the pub's gonna get a lickety split. See? Up in the enthusiastics. I assume this is how you sound. Up. You pup. Up the ziggurat. Lickety split. And this is how you would sound to me. I'm going to read your comment. It's weird, actually. I always get the midnight shows. Midnight in the UK, that is. I had no idea you were from the UK. I did not look at it. I didn't look at the comment. All I got to see was the first line. That is freaking bizarre. How'd I know? Where the only truth is whatever Richie is saying for this department. Our government will let Zod invade it and call it poppycock. I'll fill in the blank for you. Bizarro world. Home. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means lickety split. Hate your guts. We got a lot of show to do. Bow to Zod. Kneel to Zod. Oh, I can't believe you're kneeling to Zod. What kind of man kneels to another man? I'm not a man, I'm a god. Oh my, look at the ego on you. You have so many letters in ego, it's the same as God. Ego is an abbreviation for egomaniac, you wild. No, it's not. Ego could be also egocentric. You're out of your league, God. And that's why God is whatever you want it to be. See, my neighbors out there, I think they found where the channel is. And they're 20 feet away outside. And if I go loud enough, they can hear me through the walls. I know they can. And when I started the show and I was doing some stuff, I could hear them mocking me. So I may turn it up a little bit and let them know they're fat, disgusting, trash, and you have no class. All right, I just wanted to say that. You know what people do that are nice neighbors? They come over, they say, hey, I'm your neighbor. I'm going to play the music at 7 in the morning. Yes, it's lady rap music. You're going to love it, I promise. Is it new? No, it's from the 80s, dude. I listened to 1980s female rap. That's what he listens to. He's 55 years old, 5'2", 212 pounds of pure rubber belly. You know, I know I'm 57. Okay, I get it. But what happens to you in your life where, and I see it everywhere I go, especially in this state. I bet you it's different in Florida. Did I just say that? And I meant in California. You can tell I'm losing it. Because in Florida, it seems like people don't give a shit what they look like. California, I think they do care, but they don't have personality. I'm just saying, if you're from California, that's on you. Hey, we've seen Californians. We know what they're capable of, especially in ufology. You want to get right into it? You want to talk about it? You want to go right now? We'll go right now. I'm not going to wait anymore. Let's do it. I don't give a shit. Let the neighbor hear. Let's go. I'm telling you, man, there's something freaking going on in this field, and it doesn't make sense to me. It is bizarre. I don't understand why people think that this rock is a UFO because Avi Loeb thinks so. It's bizarre to me that they listen to this guy like he's a false prophet, is what he is. He's fake. Oh my God. What time is it on the 12 minutes and about 40 seconds? I just heard a growl. Like, it was right behind me. I keep, oh God. So, yeah, anyway, so weird stuff around the world. Like, I watched Third Phase of Moon like I always do, every new episode. And I watch because they get the updated, newest UFO footage before a lot of people get it. And what I saw made me believe that I'm right. That this whole thing with the spheres, excuse me, I forgot to turn off notifications. That's my fault. Oh, what is that? That wasn't that wasn't it. I don't know what that was. See, I get these beeps and I don't know. Oh, must be email. Okay. Turn that down. I'm sorry. It's so loud. All right. So what I want to do, because basically tonight's show was what? What was I? I was talking about the what if aliens came here and they rang your doorbell? I mean, I'm just creating a thumbnail. I mean, really, I should have put something else there, but look, it's hard to come up with something new 300 days a year. Uh, and okay. And what would you do? We'll talk about that later. I really want to talk about what the hell's going on right now. And the UAP Reporting Center posted this. It says, I used to dismiss this stuff, but a pattern is taking shape. And I know some of you see the same pattern. I know I do. But we have our own different way of itemizing it or putting it in a particular order. This person says out of three strange things that they dismissed, the first one is Corbell says we'll be told a lie about a UFO arriving in 2027. Okay. The next one is Rose Cuckold, Ross, whatever, warns we're on borrowed time by the same year of 27. And Eleganzo and Carl Nell hint that something is coming soon. Ooh. Oh. While other channels, Casper's Ghost, that's what it is. While other channels are getting excited about this language, I am a little bit worried and I don't believe anything these people say because at any given time, something is coming. All right. So forget what Carl Nell and Eleganzo said. Do you see how that could just be a blanket statement? Hey, it's going to be a thunderstorm soon. No shit. Same thing, right? Cuckold warns we're on borrowed time for 2027. Well, when he says we're on borrowed time, does he mean humanity? Because I looked into that, and that's what it sounds like he's talking about. Like an event is going to happen, it will change the course of history, and things will cease to exist as they are now. So we're living on borrowed time, which really right now is the safest it's ever been in the world. Next, Corbell's warning about the lie arriving in 27. He's been doing that for 6 months. So I don't know why that's even put there. Why would Corbell say we're being told it's a lie about a UFO arrival? Don't you think a nice person, somebody who really cares, would say, here's what I know. It's a lie, and here's why. But Corbell never says why, and never says what the reality really is, what's really arriving. And I know why he can't say it's nothing but an asteroid. Because it will make Avi Loeb look bad, and Jeremy Corbell doesn't want to start shit without knowing everything he should know, right? He probably doesn't know everything about that object, 3I Atlas. Isn't that it? It's not 31 Atlas, it's 3I, right? So I'm not a big fan of these three examples of endgame scenarios that Eleganzo and Carl Nell hint something's coming. Cuckold says borrowed time. And Corbell says it's a lie. That's not what's happening in 27. See, if Corbell really knew, don't you think he would want to tell us and be the hero? He's that guy. He wants to be the hero. He has to be the man. He's like a light, Stephen Greer light. So anytime there's a major story going on and Greer didn't know about it, you'll see the next day, next time something big happens, Greer's got to poke his head out and say, don't forget about me. You know, the arm regrowing and free energy. I'm that guy. Remember, don't forget. So, on the same vein, in that same conversation that I'm talking about, from Tio Red, Octo on X, Rose Cuckold stated on Sky News Australia that Kash Patel, you know, the FBI director, is reportedly involved in a covert investigation examining whether UFO witnesses and whistleblowers have been moided. Unalived. I love it. Of course they have. You know what how many people believe? Put a 1 in the chat room if you believe Kash Patel won't say anything. Wait. He'll deny it. He'll say, I haven't found any evidence that whistleblowers or anybody like that has been moided. He'll say it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because you know why? Thank you. Hey, look at all that. Boz Bear, Gary Holm, Willie Wonkanelli, Myra Page, David Wilcox, Chicken Coop. How you doing? Marcel Nunn, Dit Dot. What do you say, Lady Bird? The Vern Dude did another $2. What are you on the rampage tonight? Hey, Rich, you seen Patrice Villarreal's paper yet? I think so. But give me a minute, and I don't know. I can't I'm not in that, probably, but I don't remember it right at this moment. Did you send it to me or I mean, I don't remember that. There's so much I can't remember every single detail. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I'm going to have to say I probably do. I probably did, and I just glanced, and that was that. I don't know. So let's say no. Let's say no. Let's give it a real answer. No, because I don't remember, and that probably means I was about to read it, was near reading it, and didn't read it. But I'll see if I can find it, and we could read it together. The Vern dude throwing down action for me. Let's pull it up. Oh, let me check. We're already here. Who is it? Barbara Mandrell? Oh, Beatrice Villarreal. I know, Beatrice. Astronomer. Oh, here it is. The 2 weeks ago thing. Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up after I get done talking about what I'm talking about. Thanks, Vern dude. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. I found a video where they're talking about it, so I'll play that. I think it's from 2 weeks ago. Am I on the right track? All right, so I want to play this. The claims that, Rose Cuckold have been talking about, now other people. I lost my place. That was a perfect example of why I have a very hard time doing the chat room and the show and giving you information at the same time. It's hard for me to concentrate on both. So I tried it. I have to go back to who I am. So anyway, this is that. And I'll work on it always, but here we go.
Now admitting that there is a there, senior whistleblowers coming forward, but also people in government.
This is where Kash Patel, he's saying, is looking into whether whistleblowers have been moited.
You've got Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on into allegations that people have been murdered to protect this secret. So many people,
listen to this,
who are now admitting that
there are so many people who are now admitting, so many people. Who? Rose? Who? If there's so many people, name one. Not Kash Patel.
Are there, senior whistleblowers coming forward, but also people in government. You've got Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on into allegations that people have been murdered to protect this secret. So many people who are now admitting that there is a there, senior whistleblowers coming forward, but also people in government. You've got Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on into allegations that people have been murdered to protect this secret.
No names. Thanks, Rose. That's why Rose was let go from, was it News Nation? Hey, I got a Cash app from Dean. Thank you. On the Cash app, $5. Wow. It's been a minute since we had something on the old the Cash app. Thank you so much, DW. You know who you are, and a continuing supporter and a continuing presence here in the chat room and beyond. Thank you. Thank you. That's unbelievable. That surprised me. I kept hearing, and I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Keep forgetting that's you. I'm so stupid. All right. Thank you. Jammer. Okay. Again, you have I want you guys to honestly keep paying attention to this. You know what I mean? Keep paying attention to what Rose, absolutely no names. There's people and there's Cash Patel who get the secretly. Did he say secretly looking into? Hold on. How could that be secretly looking into if everybody knows? Hold on. Let's see if Rose really messed up.
People who are now admitting that there is a there. Senior whistleblowers coming forward, but also people in government. You've got Cash Patel, the head of the FBI, has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on.
What was that? Hold on. Was that in the video? I never heard that. Hold on.
Transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on into allegations that people have been murdered to protect.
I heard a voice. I'm so sorry, guys. That was just, it went, it sounded like an old man. Listen, I think he said that. Listen.
Head of the FBI has pledged transparency.
Oh, it's in the video. Did you hear it? I didn't go back far enough.
Has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation going on.
He's got a secret investigation going on, looking into the allegations that people, whistleblowers, have been murdered for a thing they said.
Into allegations that people have been murdered to protect this secret. There are so many people who are now admitting that there is a there.
What is a there? There now. Is that what he means? There now. Or does he mean there? There you go. No. Or does he mean there? No. All right.
Senior whistleblowers coming forward, but also people in government. You've got Cash Patel, the head of the FBI, has pledged transparency, and he's got a secret investigation.
It's right there, a secret investigation that Rose Cuckold just spilled the beans.
Going on into allegations that people have been murdered.
Rosy cheeks. She needs to go. I see some action. Look at this. 2 Ds and a dot. Dit 55 on X. Thank you, Dorothy. $2 super duper chat. It's pure love, my friends. When there's no message, it's just a donation. With no message, it means it's pure love. That's how we say it. Thank you, Dorothy. And I saw another. Cindy Krause. Thank you so much for being a continuing supporter. Another deucer. And that, again, is pure love. I haven't felt this much love since... What movie? I haven't felt that presence since... Darth Vader. Empire Strikes Back. Sister. No? Obi-Wan. It was about Obi-Wan. They were coming to the Death Star and he goes, I haven't felt it. Right? And then around that time? I don't remember. But I remember the quote. What the health? Thank you, Cindy Krause. Mucho gusto, Generoso Ladybird. Who else? It's a Bernie Muro. What do you say, Bernie Muro? A continuing supporter of Goof On as well. Thank you, Bernie, with a super dono. But we know what it means. Thanks, guys, gals, and everything in between these days. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, thank you, super chatters and people who liked. Hey, Gush. Now go get your shine box. What the hell? The Angel of Goof On from 1984. Juge Anje. Jeanette, the angel of GoofOn, celebrating 1,000,000 months of membership. Actually, she's been around a while, so that's really close to accurate. Thank you so much for being the angel of GoofOn and RSA. Oh, that was nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Actually, you did. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for keeping GoofOn, trying to keep us erect. We don't want to go anywhere, but you never know. Aliens can take our souls from our bodies. Have you heard this? No, seriously, have you heard about this? Yes, it says here. The aliens have the technology to remove our souls from our bodies and place them in containers. Disclosure's not about UFOs, says Fringe on X. It's about the ultimate destiny of the human soul. Who believes that, Gargle? Garble? Is it, what did I say? Gargle? Gargoyle? Well, I'm going to play this clip. It's from the Yo Jogan show. What'd I say? Ro Jogan. And it's a good 3 minutes about technology that can steal your soul and throw it in a container for later use. See, I don't buy it. To me, that sounds too easy. It sounds made up. It sounds like somebody created that hypothesis in a writer's room. I mean, it sounds made up. But I'll be honest with you, it can be real. That's how crazy it is. We just don't know. And I'm open-minded to everything. But,
Have you ever seen Lazar talk about the weird that he heard when he was at S4?
No, what was it?
He said the weird was they said they had a very thick file that was about religion. And basically what it boiled down to is, at least what this file was saying, was that they view us as containers.
Yes.
And he wasn't specifying containers of what, like containers of souls, and like I don't know, but that's the terminology they used. They view us as containers. Can you imagine if like a soul is an energy that you have to farm or that you have to extract, just like how we extract oil from the earth, that souls are things you extract, and so you need to grow a bunch of them. So you need people just up a storm and clutter up a planet, and really what you're doing is just farming souls.
Yeah, dude, that's so
Can you imagine?
crazy.
You think that you're an OnlyFans model,
Yeah.
and you're a DJ at a strip club, and you're a football player, and you're a top scientist, and you're a this and you're a that, and but really on the highest level, you're just in a farm. You're in a farm, and there's a super intelligent entity that's above and beyond anything you could ever comprehend, and the only thing it doesn't have is souls, so it needs souls.
Oh my God, I hate that. How could that be? Can you imagine if that... Okay, you know where that comes from, I think. It's old, but, The Matrix really put it into light in that movie. When he's waking up after he takes, they do whatever, and I think he takes the pill, right? Right then and there. And then he's detached from the Matrix. And those things are all over him and they pop off. And then the big giant video game claw, because somebody's playing that video game. And then it comes down and it grabs him. Isn't that weird? It's just like a video game. Well, that's made that way on purpose because I don't know. It's just weird if you think about it. Being a human on this planet, that we shared this planet, not shared, but dinosaurs used to be everywhere. Isn't that weird? And everything was somewhere else. It was all different shape, one big clump, one big clump of cells. Do you see the comparison? What does a clump of cells become? Us, right? And what did that clump of land become? America. Well, all the other continents. The North, isn't that weird? But that's how things begin. That's how life begins, as a little thing. And then isn't everything that way? Everything starts from a clump. And then that clump is formed into whatever the DNA or genealogy is inside that thing. Hey, if you got great genes, you're Sydney Sweeney. What? Did I just, whoa, I am so sorry, left birds. That's a hard pill to swallow. Beautiful people. My God, what does that mean? I'm sorry. I'm just being pulled and I can't help it. Let's hear the rest.
Because souls are a real element. It's just like you need cobalt to make a battery.
Yeah,
you need,
that's the belief.
You actually need a soul.
We're the battery that runs the simulation. It's so deep, dude.
Well, why would it? Why is that weirder than black holes?
I talk about that stuff.
When I realized that the aliens could move my very essence and my soul and my consciousness from my body, I had a spiritual crisis because I just thought, this is not allowed. Where did my Bible tell me that the aliens can take me out of my body and have any authority whatsoever over me or over the...
Whoa. I didn't expect that. Why is she talking about the Bible? Is that what we're doing here? Where the assumption would be that the aliens aren't really aliens, they're gods? Listen to this. Seriously, she was is an abductee.
A real element. It's just like...
And if the soul, oh God. If your soul is an energy source, as they're talking about here, as a 9-volt battery, right? That's what they say. That's how much energy we produce as a human. Like a 9-volt battery. You ever put your tongue, never mind, on a 9-volt battery? Can you imagine if we did that? You're about to, anyway, so this is really interesting. So if this is true, then we're just living in a world that isn't real, and our soul is being sold for adventures, experiences.
It's just like you need cobalt to make a battery.
Yeah, that's the belief.
You actually need a soul.
We're the battery that runs the simulation. It's so deep, dude.
Well, why would it? Why is that weirder than black holes?
I talk about that stuff.
When I realized that the aliens could move my very essence and my soul and my consciousness from my body, I had a spiritual crisis because I just thought, this is not allowed. Where did my Bible tell me that the aliens can take me out of my body and have any authority whatsoever over me or over the afterlife or over...
Because the aliens are the gods.
Over anything to do with my very essence, my soul.
I got your essence right here.
What makes me me? And now I understand that the humans are doing it as well. And so I'm devastated. I feel very betrayed. I had a really rough couple of weeks. I was like, man, the humans are doing this to me. And so this is not the so...
Huh? Did she say the humans are doing this to her? I don't capiche.
Over me or over the afterlife or over anything to do with my very essence, my soul. What makes me me? And now I understand that the humans are doing it as well. And so I'm devastated. I feel very betrayed. I had a really rough couple.
The humans are doing it as well. So how does she know who's doing what to who to what?
Couple of weeks. I was like, man, the humans are doing this to me. And so this is not the so-called aliens and the so-called covert humans operating separately. This is a combined project. It is becoming very, very difficult.
Wait. She just contradicted herself. She said the aliens and the humans aren't doing anything, but they're doing it together. Does she mean they're not doing it alone, but they're now doing it together? Because maybe that's what she meant.
And have any authority whatsoever over me or over the.
I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but it's so confusing. And when you lie, it's confusing because it doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, something's wrong. And she's not making sense. At all. Not to me. Listen.
Any authority whatsoever.
Authority? How do you give anything authority to not take your soul? I know I've never talked to anything ever in my entire life, so I'm just going to talk to the air. I don't want anybody taking my essence, my soul. Okay, that's all I had to say if you're listening. What's that, Ma? I was just in case there's a God.
Over me or over the afterlife or over anything to do with my very essence, my soul, what makes me me. And now I understand that the humans are doing it as well. And so I'm devastated. I feel very betrayed. I had a really rough couple of weeks. I was like, man, the humans are doing this to me. And so this is not the so-called aliens and the so-called covert humans operating separately. This is a combined project. It is becoming very...
She just contradicted herself. Yeah, I was right. I'm not going to go back and play it. She contradicted herself.
Very, very difficult for abductees to even separate now an alien abduction from a covert human abduction because there is so much overlap. And these entities are working with humans side by side.
When people try to sound like they are saying something really important, why do they always super enhance the very first letter of humans, right? Or fire? You know, just chill out, you know? You don't need to overextend the word. Huh? She didn't make sense. She said, "Oh, they're not doing it, but they are doing it, and it's the humans doing it, but it's not really." Okay, all right. So Eleganzo apparently risked his career to tell us there might be something he might have heard. Isn't that nice? Carl Metzger is calling out. Disclosure. Calling out the disclosure op. Comedian Kurt Metzger. Sorry. I thought you guys knew. Actually, pretty smart what he says. Check this out. After what Eleganzo is going around doing,
it's all the same. I keep seeing the same cycle of like the UAPs.
Unexplained aerial phenomenon.
So they're having hearings, and you know Chuck Schumer, you know that paragon of virtue is like, was he sick of the lies? And he's signing a bill.
He's sick of the lies, Kurt.
Oh,
we come right before the office of Senator Schumer to express our appreciation for his leadership.
And
he's representing the people.
Dude, you know Lou Elizondo risked his career to tell us there might be something he might have heard and it might be dangerous. And there's a documentary, and I'm going to see James Clapper on a documentary. James fucking Clapper. He gets an attack of the honesties about UFOs. Hunter's laptop, though, he's going to sign that shit, right? But this fucker's going to tell me the truth now. So I don't think there's something. I know there is, because you wouldn't be all like how they're being about it. But I'm sick of this J.J. Abrams mystery box storytelling, you know?
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot of propaganda.
Uh-huh. It's all bullshit and it's falling apart. It's all bullshit and it's falling apart because it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so sleazy, it's so sleazy. Whoa, because they're sleazy. All right, we're going to get into some serious conversation, but before we do, have you noticed? Now, the only reason I saw this is because of Stephen Greenstreet, but I thought this was just something interesting to look at because I said the same thing, and I know many people said the same thing. Why do people, especially men, why did men look older 30, 40 years ago when they were 30 and 40 than today's 30 and 40-year-old men? I mean, I think I know the answer because people are more aware of their health and, they're not eating maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I think it has to do with high def. And I think a lot of people on TV, they all wear makeup. Back then, I don't know if they did. I don't know. It's interesting, though. Why did men used to look older? Make it make sense. Now, let's take a listen. Maybe it has to do with the aliens not really being around. Or maybe they are. Maybe a lot of the people were sick. Oh, we also have surgeries now, right? People getting their face tucked, tummy tucked. They got pills and shots you can lose weight with. So we just can't grow the limbs back yet, Greer.
Why did men a few decades ago look this old in their 30s, while men in their 40s today look like they just got carded at Whole Foods? I occasionally see viral posts like this on social media about how men used to look older and how men of the same age today look like little children by comparison. And when you look through the examples shared online, it does seem kind of weird. How is this guy only 21?
What?
This is The Rock in high school? These guys from the TV show Cheers were only in their 30s. This is music legend Richie Valens at 17. So did men actually used to look older? Are we just a bunch of big babies now? I'm gonna dive in and try to make it make sense.
Hey man, I didn't realize, because I didn't watch it yet. That is truly amazing. I didn't realize it was that bad. You know when I really noticed it? Is when Don Rickles was on Johnny Carson and he said he turned 40. And I thought he was 60.
I'm 46, and here is music legend Johnny Cash at 46, Jack Nicholson at 46, Clint Eastwood at 46, and Richard Nixon at 46. Looking pretty good, Tricky Dick. Now my long hair and mustache are probably throwing you off. If I was to cut all this off, I would look exactly like the princess in Neverending Story. Anyways, I wanted to look into this whole men used to look older thing myself. So I started looking at movies that I grew up watching as a kid. Take Jaws, for example. Everyone has seen this classic 1975 movie. Here are the three main stars of the movie. In your head, you probably have some idea of how old they are. But I was a bit shocked to learn that Roy Scheider was 37, Robert Shaw was 48, and Richard Dreyfuss was only 26. 26. He's already got white hairs in his beard. Here's Dreyfuss at 27, and here he is in Close Encounters of the Third Kind at age 28. What? The 1985 movie Cocoon is about a bunch of elderly people at a retirement facility who stumble upon some aliens. Here's a shot from the movie of some of those elderly people. This is Wilford Brimley. He's only 49.
No! I thought he was 60-something.
Here, 49. For comparison, here's Paul Rudd at 49 in 2018.
What is going on?
Now let's talk about Superman. No, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one.
Ew.
Yep, that one. Christopher Reeve, the OG Superman. How old do you think Christopher Reeve
33.
was in the first Superman movie? Well, look at him. Any guesses? The guy was 24.
Shut down.
24. That's like the age of a college student.
This is crazy.
Now look at the newest Superman, David Corenswet. How old do you think he is?
25.
Any guesses? He's 32.
What?
32. That's almost 10 years older than Christopher Reeve here. And Reeve at 24 looks like he could be Corenswet's dad. So what's going on here? There's actually quite a few rational explanations, and I'm going to get into those. But first, let's bring up the big conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories, while overwhelmingly baseless and unfounded, are often fun. They offer an exciting distraction from our boring, soulless, corporate hellscape that is our modern society. The main conspiracy theory about why dudes used to look like this and now look like this is because the Illuminati or the New World Order or the reptilian aliens are trying to weaken and feminize men to prevent them from rising up against their overlords. And these nefarious forces are doing this by lowering men's testosterone levels, whether it be through evil chemicals in drinking water, evil chemicals in food, evil chemicals sprayed in the sky. It's all about making men more feminized, more obedient, and more prone to liking Marvel movies. But when you look at the actual data of testosterone levels in America, you can see that, oh wait, testosterone levels in men have dropped significantly over the last few decades. Scientific studies estimate a 1% drop in testosterone levels each year since the 1970s.
Oh my God.
Research also shows that the average 20-year-old man today may have testosterone levels comparable to a 70-year-old in the 1970s. And testosterone can significantly affect a man's physical appearance.
Okay, I gotta pause it there because wow. Just to digest what we've already heard, I had no idea it was going to talk about the Illuminati and possibly, interfering with our men. But I think what it really comes down to is in our food. A lot of our food isn't really food, is it? Yeah. So we're going to probably find that most of our food is fillers, a lot of sugar, a lot of soy. I don't know. We'll find out. But I think it's awfully strange that it would, well, I guess it's really affecting the way men look. See, I'm almost now wanting to pray and say, thank God I was born when I was. But maybe that's why. I wonder if all that food, all that bullshit I ate throughout the years killed. I don't know. Of course it did. Guys, you know it did.
Higher testosterone levels are often associated with more pronounced masculine features, such as a stronger jawline, a wider face, and more body and facial hair. Conversely, lower testosterone levels can lead to weaker jawlines, a loss of muscle mass, and the inability to grow a lumberjack beard. This drop has been attributed to rising obesity rates, more sedentary lifestyles, and rising stress and mental health issues. So are the conspiracy theorists kind of right? Well, there's much more to it. Here are some rational explanations that make a lot of sense. You know what people in the 70s used to call sunscreen? Baby oil. They were basically rotisserie chickening themselves under the sun for a golden brown tan. Actual SPF? That was for nerds.
I used baby oil. And then I used, after I was told, don't use baby oil, it doesn't brown you. You're just browning, you're hurting your skin quicker. Because in Arizona, it was bad. Like, I was out in the sun for 2.5 hours the other day. And I wear my watch, you know. I barely got any sun, like a tan. In Arizona, within 30 minutes, you could easily burn. It's different. I don't know why it's so different. And I know I want to say, oh, it's humid out here, it's not humid over there, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. The rays are the rays of the sun. But look at the evidence we're seeing from when we were born in the 60s to now. I noticed it. I noticed when I see men and even women. Women are a little more chubbier, a little more doughier than they used to be. I don't know. Times are different. People don't work out anymore like they used to. You go to the gym, it's mostly people my age, I've noticed. It's crazy. And the guys who go in that are younger, they're taking steroids, which is actually working against them. Soon as you inject synthetic steroids into your body, you're automatically shutting off your natural ability to produce testosterone. This is why when men stop taking steroids and they're bodybuilders, their balls shrink. Well, that's because they don't take the regenerizing stuff that's supposed to make your hormone levels go back to normal when you're not taking steroids. So if you don't do that, you will have shrinky testes. And you'll be more feminine, you'll have a higher voice, you won't be able to get erect. And you'll look like this guy on the screen. Go.
Nerds. But now SPF is the new holy water. People are slathering it on every 2 hours, looking like glazed donuts. When you look at charts tracking sunscreen usage, you can see that at one point, hardly anyone actually used it.
I never used
The
it.
sun's ultraviolet or UV rays cause premature aging of the skin, and it's responsible for up to 90% of visible skin aging. UV radiation leads to wrinkles, sagging, and uneven skin tone. So no wonder people used to look like this.
True.
Your dad's skincare routine in 1979 was a bar of Ivory soap and a splash of Old Spice, and he looked like this. Today, people have entire 10-step rituals like they're Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. Hyaluronic acid, retinol, vitamin C, glycolic cleanser, niacinamide, and so on.
Okay, hold on a second now. I think I grew up in the beginning stages of the metrosexual time, which was in the late 90s. I was still 30-something, right? Believe me, we did use stuff. I didn't put masks on, but I did use Neutrogena soap because that stuff did very well for keeping zits and oily skin less oilier. I used conditioner with my hair. I used to have long hair down to my shoulders, so I used to look like this guy. My hair used to be like that. And then I got in a fight. My hair was in a ponytail, and the guy grabbed my hair and ripped it out so much that it never grew back the same, and I was bleeding. Yeah, so he like ripped the freaking roots.
All this stuff decreases wrinkles, tightens the skin, removes blemishes, and delays aging. So now everyone's face looks like the Gerber baby.
No.
Everyone used to smoke cigarettes.
Oh, true.
Everyone. Baseball players smoked, your doctor smoked, your pregnant aunt smoked,
Yeah, my
people
mom
smoked
did.
on the plane. There were like 18 ashtrays in every American home. But guess what? Smoking sucks and destroys your body. It damages key proteins that give your skin elasticity and firmness, thus causing wrinkles and sagginess. It also reduces blood flow and the delivery of oxygen, which can cause discoloration and dullness in the skin. In essence, smoking makes you look
Oh my
old.
God.
And people don't really smoke anymore. Cigarettes are now social suicide,
Ugh.
looked down upon as backwards and uncouth. Cutting back on cigarettes and nicotine means better skin, fewer wrinkles, and less of looking like this. People used to dress like adults, now they dress like kids. When you look at the streets of New York City, for example, in the 1960s or 1970s or even the 1980s, you see men dressed in suits, fedoras, dress shoes, slacks, briefcases. Everybody's dressed like your grandfather. But for all we know, this guy here is like 20 and this guy's like 12. They just all look grown up because of their grown up clothes. This is classic Hollywood actor Cary Grant at the age of 42.
Wow.
This is Brad Pitt, also at 42. But at least for me, Grant looks a little bit older just from the way he's dressed. Today, middle-aged adults are wearing sneakers, hoodies, Pokemon t-shirts, these freaking weird shoes with toes, and jeans that look like they were just attacked by a velociraptor. We dress like our younger selves, and let's be honest, dressing young makes you look young. There's lots of other factors too that directly affect how people look, like diet and exercise and f***ing Botox. But a big component here is that modern society has redefined what masculinity is and what it means to be grown up. Take action movie stars, for example. They used to be hyper-masculine alpha males with big, strong muscles who punch people, shoot people, stab people, get with lots of girls, punch more people. They used to look like this. Now action movie stars look like this. They're smaller, thinner, and younger looking. They're no longer defined by their big muscles or their caveman ability to punch people. They're smarter, wittier, and are in touch with their feelings. They have more flaws and weaknesses, and audiences love them for it. It just doesn't seem like society wants a John Rambo anymore, or a Clint Eastwood, or a shirtless Schwarzenegger. They want Pedro Pascal, Timothy Chalamet, or Pedro Pascal. Men who look and act younger than they are, and who are, quite frankly, less physically intimidating than many of their predecessors. And while some people claim this has always been the end game of our reptilian alien overlords, I think it's pretty clear that it's actually because we're just taking better care of ourselves. And that's a good thing. Who wants to look like Clint Eastwood anyways? Actually, he looks really good. That's a good looking man.
That was really interesting. All right, thanks for hanging out on that one. I didn't expect, to do that at all. But I thought it would be interesting. And then once he said aliens and, Illuminati, I'm like, wait a minute, he's going somewhere I like. But it is interesting that we do look younger. I mean, I'm 77. So, be that as it may. What happens when you work out for 40 years? So I want to mention this real quick about people who were approached by Peter Thiel. Says here from Red Panda Koala, I interviewed 3 of them who he approached for financial contract to cover UFOs in the media. Courtney Marchesani reports UFO researchers have gotten approached and financed by Thiel to cover UFOs. She also reports Peter Thiel, is an investor in the Age of Disclosure documentary. Oh, yeah? I got a proposition. Hey, Peter! Over here. Yeah, contact me. You understand? All right. Let me play it so we could hear it. Giddy up.
That said, who told you? And so I just got to go back and double check with those individuals, considering there's a lawsuit or one lawsuit already that has been settled, and just make sure I cover my ass, that I can say who it was. Because if there's legal stuff on the line, I don't want to put anybody else in the mix. So, but that is what I was told. So, I'm always pretty frank and try to be as transparent as I can when I think information is relevant. And in that discussion last night, the reason why I thought it was relevant to bring it up was because of the way Aegis Disclosure went through the approval process to get produced, but also because of Thiel's personal history with the UAP issue and his involvement with meetings that happened in the CIA when the Lockheed technology was supposedly going to be transferred, not necessary for that specific meeting, because I don't know the details around the meeting because of, who was there and who was in the room, but he was there. And his edge was to get the NHI technology out of any secrecy or compartmentalized or contractor black budget projects to take it to Silicon Valley and have it be developed. And that,
these are all great stories, right? Love hearing them. But when do we get to see the evidence? See, this is what bothers me and why I don't listen to a lot of podcasts for the last 2 to 3 years. Actually, it's been a long time. I only listen to my friends and people I truly enjoy and stuff for doing the show, but I can't buy into what a lot of people are saying because nobody knows the goddamn truth. People know bits and pieces, even if they know the truth, guys. It's like they're not telling us anything of significance most of the time. Names, evidence, locations, right? We just don't get it. And great. Good for Peter Thiel. Good for all those people who were advanced and were able to do more research and come out and go to different locations and make movies and get the word out. Where's the evidence, guys? Where's the evidence? That's all I care about at this point. That's all anybody should care about. Nobody wants to hear whistleblowers anymore. Nobody. We're all sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about Schumer's bullshit thing. And none of this stuff makes me happy anymore. None of it. Because you know why? We've been lied to for so long from the same people. It's kind of getting old. Like really quick. Right? Aren't you getting tired of the same shit? I am. I'll never stop, but something's got to change. Let me tell you this, though. Because we spent some time on 2027, if nothing happens, what are they going to do now? What would they do when it doesn't happen? We talked about this last week. What are they going to do? What are they going to talk about? Oh, we don't know what happened. Oh, it was just a rock. Oh, we didn't know. We had wrong information. Well, things change. It was 1 billion miles away at the time. I'm sure we're going to get more information the closer to God 30 or 3-1 Atlas, 3i Atlas gets closer. It's not hitting Earth, by the way. Even though it's heading this way, it's not hitting Earth. It's landing on Earth. Oh, there's nobody in there. Okay. I thought there were people in these cars.
Well, the day is finally here. The weather.
Never gonna lose, that's my theme song. I'm just a kill Billy Jean zone.
Every year on the 4th of July, they
reality ain't no one bad as me. See, they be doubting, but I keep on actually pushing, not giving up. That's how I give it up. Pushing, not giving up. That's how I give it up.
Oh my God. That was awesome.
Oh, the boat almost made it.
America. We're a dysfunctional family, but we're all a bunch of phenomenal,
disintegrated,
faithful, fun-loving Americans. Freedom, food, faith,
this is
fun.
America.
So the reason we're doing this is just giving thanks to our military. We love, we just gave away a sweatshirt to an 82-year-old.
Oh, it's on a rail. Check that out. It's on a track. Okay. Well, that's better than having people in there. Wow.
Wow.
Dude. Oh. I just thought we'd have a little something different tonight. Let me pull up third phase because this is an amazing video we're going to watch now. Third phase of moon has been, this is, I think, the best year for UFO videos that they've ever had. Seriously. The best year. Whoa, what? Hold on, guys. What just happened? Wow. I don't know what just happened there. Here we go. Nope. Here we go. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got Blake and Brent Cousins, and we've got crazy UFO videos for you. This coming in out of Mexico, something viral, a TR-3B. Watch this.
All right, I'm calling out. This is fake, and I'm sticking to my guns on this because the thing happens to jostle a little bit. You'll see it. All right, go.
Right, we're watching this video coming out of Mexico. It's hot right now. The internet is on pause. Everybody's watching this video and we're sharing it. People wanted to get our opinions.
All right, I don't like this video, so
of the sighting. If this
is this real?
Was indeed.
Does that look real to you? See how it's like it'll actually move without moving. It seems to me that this is a fake. But yeah, you can see nothing seems right. Those are really hard edges. It's just something wrong with it. It's just convenient that the lightning, the major part of the lightning, is right behind the supposed UFO. See? It just doesn't look normal. All right, let's go to the next. The rest of this video is really good.
UK, something was just captured last night. Watch this.
This is weird. That is, I have no...
All right, here we go again. I'm going to get a close-up to the right, the original to the left. We're going to watch this very closely. It looks to be some kind of aerial UFO display.
Look at that. That's got to be a drone if it's anything at all. Like,
we've got this beam of light refracting off the bottom of the hull of this UFO as it goes up and down behind the tree line there.
Look at that laser light. I don't know.
Obviously, it captured somebody's eye. You go outside and you see this kind of...
Because there's buildings in the background, I'm assuming this is in the parking lot. Maybe it's a school parking lot and they're doing a project. But whatever it isn't what we think it is. It's not a UFO. And then it's got this spotlight that comes out of this thing. Look.
What's going on over the UK? Anybody out there see this phenomenon?
In the UK, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure us dropping this episode, we're going to receive more content of this sighting and maybe get an update like we did yesterday. We dropped a video and people were giving us the heads up what was going on. So we're going to follow up on that in just a bit. But look at this. Again, a neat display of something in the...
Yeah, this one's weird. I'm pretty sure it's balloons. But
definitely we have something just hovering over there, and it does have this humanoid, like shaped, figure just floating up there.
That's balloons, my peeps.
Yes, and again,
all right, here we go. This will blow your spheres out. This is amazing because I can't tell if it's real or fake. And I like the way Brent says booga. I mean Blake. Sorry. Slowing down a little, right?
Wow. Once again, the boogosphere, the metallic orb, has made its presence, and now in broad daylight.
All right, you see, I'm going to say this. Blake, you cannot call this the boogosphere. That's like saying when you're ordering a carbonated drink, you say, get me a Coke. Well, we don't have Coke. All right, get me a Pepsi, right? Everybody says Coke. Get me a Coke. Well, we don't have Coke. Well, what do you got? Mountain Dew. Well, that's what I said, right? People call Cokes, oh, go make me a Xerox. It's not a Xerox. It's a copy. Xerox is the name of the company. And that's what Blake's doing here. He's calling this, blanketing it as a boogosphere, and that is going to disseminate incorrectly to the public, the thousands of people that follow them. You gotta straighten that shit up, yo. Details, my peeps.
Over Russia. We're witnessing this, and again, we believe no AI, 100% legitimate footage here.
Oh, I feel better.
And again, the means of propulsion is not visible, and this thing is in a trajectory that seems like it's under some sort of control here. This isn't something random, just drifting as if it were a balloon. This, in my opinion, has...
I gotta be honest. It seems like it's drifting just like a balloon because it's only going one direction. Left, right.
Technology behind it. Something is in control, but this guy managed to capture a really clean shot. Once again, these broad daylight sightings of the boogosphere.
It's not the boogosphere, and I'm going to stop it every friggin' time. Stop saying that.
It's everywhere around the world, happening in real time.
Yeah, we'll call it the Russian sphere. Look at this thing. Again, I like the way the
yes,
photographer...
call it the Russian sphere because it's in Russia. Yes, nice. There you go.
Zooms way back, and people say like, oh, maybe these...
See, Brent figured it out. He's like, oh, shit. Blake's saying booga. It's not booga.
These spheres are being strung up on a drone. Well, I'm not seeing no drone. This is definitely just a single object on its own, flying on its own accord. It looks metallic. It looks heavy. And it's not wavering like a simple balloon does. It's not oscillating in the wind. It seems to be, moving with some sort of...
Not this video.
Pennsylvania. Something is going on. Did you guys see it last night? Watch this.
Oh, yeah, this is weird. Now, this is the second cube I've seen in 3 days, 5 days. Is that what this is, the cube cloud?
All right, what's going on in Pennsylvania? Something mysterious, no doubt about it. We're going to get a close-up of this square-shaped illuminated object. It's dark in the center, but you could make out this geometric square just hovering in the sky. I don't know. The Borg, you guys have any ideas? We'd sure like to hear it in the comments, but you don't see square UFOs, the cube-shaped UFO illuminated like this very often. This is a peculiar sighting.
Yes, it
UFOs in the skies, hundreds of them. Watch this.
These are birds. I can't even watch this. It's birds.
Weird object. Just
all right. This is the weirdest thing I've seen of the year. What the hell is this, guys? This is really weird. Either it's fake.
All right, we've had similar sightings of this kind of weird object just hanging up in the clouds, and here's another one. Multiple videos of this light kind. I don't know. It almost looks like a building hidden behind the clouds, but there's no building underneath it.
It looks like an egg. Oh my God. It looks like an egg-shaped object. This looks like, oh God, thing I captured.
This is just
wow.
If
this is really,
this is real.
If that's real,
we're looking at something insane here, and everything seems authentic.
Okay, I love it when people see videos like this, and they say, you know, UFOs use the clouds to hide. Is he hiding? Is it hiding? No, it's sticking its torso up in the air.
Yeah, I like the motion of the camera. That just a normal way somebody would zoom in on an object. It doesn't seem artificial. It seems like it's actually a real human capturing this. Could this have been inserted? I don't.
It looks like a real human capturing this. Did he just say that? What did I just hear? Listen.
This is just if this is real. We're looking at something insane here, and everything seems authentic.
Yeah, I like the motion of the camera. That just a normal way somebody would zoom in on an object. It doesn't seem artificial. It seems like it's actually a real human capturing this. Could this have been inserted? I don't know. But
seems like a real human capturing this. That is the most bizarre statement.
Real human capturing this. Could this have been inserted? I don't know. But it doesn't seem artificial. It seems like it's actually a real human capturing this. Could this have been inserted?
So what I think he's trying to say, it's not a hoax. It's really in the sky and is a real person capturing it. I can't believe I have to translate English.
I don't know. But we're looking at something definitely, it's a mystery, and it looks metallic. It's huge. Whatever it is,
it's a cool sighting.
It's massive there, just right there at the crest of the clouds.
Stupidest thing I've ever seen. This one here.
To the answers, and sometimes we don't have them. But when we get the videos and we put it out as soon as possible, everybody, helps in this cause of disclosure. Sometimes we don't get the answers, and sometimes we do. And we want to thank everybody so much for watching our content. And when we put this video up last night, hey, we didn't know what it was, but later, after thanks from you, everybody around the world, I think we solved the mystery on this, and that's what we want to do. We want to solve the mystery, whether we could debunk a UFO video or find out exactly what it is. And apparently this is according to people, that this balloon of the cement truck is what we're looking at right here in the sky. Some kind of advertisement for a cement truck company, and this is what we're looking at. Do you guys agree with this assessment? Here's a side-by-side comparison.
Yes.
And are we looking at the same thing? Guys, I want to get your opinions. Now, what's going on in Mexico with this latest?
I thought I had the other video. We'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I never played the Beatriz Villarreal. Did I? Yeah, let's do that real quick so I don't forget. Yeah, let's talk about that Beatrice Villarreal article here, because here it is. And it's on the channel Professor Simon, science filmmaker. He's talking about it. So this is what I found. This is what I'm going to play, since it was asked about earlier this evening, about an hour ago.
Survey done in 1952 by the US Navy. The US Navy did it in 52 for astral navigation for ICBMs that looked at stars way back. What Beatrice and the Vasco project did was to compare the 1952 pre-Sputnik images with images...
Oh yeah, we talked about this about when it came out a couple of weeks ago. We had a comparison and showing all the images that have moved. Yeah, well, we'll watch this. It's only 6 minutes.
Of today, and what they found is really out of this world. They found missing stars, transients. Now, a star does have a life cycle, but in our tiny life cycle here on Earth, we're here for just a few years. We shouldn't see over 100 stars disappear. So what is going on?
Wait a second. Hold on. I didn't think he was going to say that. Can I just say something real quick and then I'm going to play it? There's so many stars, it's unimaginable. More of them than there are grains of sand on the earth, blah, blah, blah. 100 is absolutely nothing in a 50-year, 70-year life cycle for some stars disappearing. But I have to listen to what's being told by him. That might make me change my mind on the significance of this, because I think this is probably normal. There's probably 100,000 that go disappearing every year. We just only know the ones we could see, maybe.
That's the question. I spoke to Beatrice and she told me what the Vasco project does and what they found.
And what she has found is startling. Some stars have vanished. Others are seen today, but were not visible in the 1950s. So, could whatever drives these vanishing stars be a new force of nature? Or are they evidence of distant life forms with advanced technology modifying their suns?
I'm particularly fascinated by time domain astronomy. Extreme transients have a wonderful tendency of rejecting or strengthening some of our best theories. And when it comes to anomalies, well, they are very fascinating because they can really test the boundaries of what we know, and we might sometimes find new physical phenomena.
Already the Vasco project has found hundreds of these anomalies.
For example, in the Vasco project we found 100 short-lived transients. Now we think that most of these, or we think actually they all, are probably natural phenomena, but we don't know what they are or what is causing these transients that we know are very short-lived and only appear and disappear within a few minutes. Something else that we discovered more recently is a small region of the sky where 9 transients appear and disappear within half an hour. We don't know if this image that we found, that is from 1950s, is actually a real observation or if it could be some type of contamination. We still don't know, and I hope that we'll find out rather soon.
What else might be out there?
I was thinking the same thing. Her skin is just so sublime, isn't it? It's so clean. She has no blemishes. Were you looking at it too? That's just guy talk. All right, calm down.
I'm particularly fond of surveys from the 1950s. Why is it
so? Look at her. She's got no blemishes. She's clean. She's showing a little cleave. She's got thick eyebrows. Like, those are real Russian eyebrows or something there going on. Other than that, yep, the carpet matches the drapes, I'm positive.
Oh, well,
I'm sorry, ladies. That's just what we do in the UFO manhood.
In the 1950s, our sky was clean from any human contamination. No. There were no satellites and not millions of pieces of space debris as it is today. That means that the catalogs from the 1950s, the images from the 1950s, are a gold mine in order to search for alien space probes.
You can help the Vasco project by comparing old and new stellar photographs, looking for differences that might just be the clue that reveals the presence of an alien civilization or a new phenomenon in our universe.
Wow.
We have currently 150,000 candidates of possible vanishing stars, and we need your help to actually look through them. For this, we have created a website that can be found here. And it would be great if you could go to the website and...
Okay. She's not that attractive. It's just, good skin's good skin. I find that very interesting. I'll put the link to that in the show description. I don't think they're saying anything else. She just talks about how the Vasco program hope they find more objects disappearing and reappearing. Well, I don't understand what the big deal is, right? I guess they're trying to connect the dots, for lack of a better term, into, well, what if these are intelligent beings and these aren't stars we're looking at? That is interesting. But there's a lot of them. They have hundreds of these things. So I just think that if the aliens are out there and they're watching, why would they light up? Why would we need to see them lit up? Yeah, that to me is a little weird. Well, that's their energy source. That's the way their energy, shows itself. Maybe. But why do we get to see the reds, the greens, the yellows, the oranges, yet these just seem to be white? I want colors, and I want them now. And I want them from that project. We'll keep an eye on it and her skin. Well, that's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. It is during the week, so there'll be Rich Saves America as well. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Moderators and super chatters, thank you for very much. Thank you for very much, I said. Thank you very much for hanging out, supporting the show, just by being here. Don't forget to like, love, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, could you? We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you. And what else? Truthology for ufology. We do it for you. It's true. And look, try to do your part. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Got it? All right. Can we see you next time? All right. We'll see you on the flip side. I'm your host, Richie G. And I'll take you out with the little loosh. Chicken Coop Confidential. Broke me in, broke me down. You son of a bitch, you're just a clown. See you guys on the flip side. Alien bless.
In your shadow.